Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the All-Stars taking on the All-Stars. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Just about to get started. And on the mound in this one, Christopher Sanchez.
Big-time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman, number 16. That one finds the zone, so we're off and running in game one. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Sets him down looking. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider. And even though caught a lot of the zone, and I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And that one missing low. And a swing and a miss. One out, bases empty.
2 strikes.
Pitch misses there. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Take a look at the lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Herrera will handle the catching duties in this one. 24 years old, and he was born in Panama. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mickey Moniak. That misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of the NLCS. The next pitch misses, and now 2-0. There's the strike. Next offering is fouled back. Herrera off of first with 2 away. And that one cutting but missing down low. The other way, Ramirez slings it across, and that is the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. And we're back. And today's starter, Brayan Bello.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Pitch is in there, 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground, Tejada. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
Here's Jose Ramirez. First pitch misses. That one hammered but pulled foul. One and 2 now. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Man at first, one away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Rolled to short, could be 2. He's in there.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a little roller to the post side, definitely out in front of the pitch away, but it wasn't one the defense could make a play on.
And now it's Juan Soto. And that is out of play.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
Just off the inside edge.
The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead.
2 on, 1 out. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone. Way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and they take the lead. It's 3-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
One down. Here's the veteran second baseman, Ketel Marte. Inside. 1-0. Marte with a homer in his last game. Still only one out here in the inning. There's a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
One down, base is empty. Oh, and he hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing.
Marte dives back in, but they got him.
Unless you're really thinking about stealing second base, you should not get picked off by a right-handed pitcher right there.
2 out, space is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 1 inning in the books here. The All-Stars out front, 3-0. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Down the left fielder, number 0. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to, being the superstar player in this lineup. They are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. And a foul ball.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string of a changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Next to hit, Ruben Tejada. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. There's a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
The shortstop takes the ball. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. On to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Rhys Hines. To the right side, Guerrero takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Game 1 of the NLCS. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Ramon Laureano.
Bayo back to work. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly.
The center fielder, Julio.
So a man at first. And now here is Julio Rodriguez. Bayo throws over. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Here's a rocket out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Yainer Diaz in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Laureano leads off first with 1 away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Elly De La Cruz reached on an infield single his first time. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Drops into the glove, and that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park, on to the 3rd inning. And now the center fielder, Jose Ramos. Fly ball down the line. Into the dive, and he got it.
Batting now, the first baseman, number 54.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life, I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
One down, base is empty. Now a fly ball to right center. Tatis after it. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 16.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the third baseman. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Yeah, that's outside.
That's just out.
And that one is lifted in the air. Laureano trying to get there. Brings it in, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Jose Ramirez.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
0-1 now. Late swing, foul to the left. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a 1-2 again. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Here's a 2-2. Right side, but it kicks foul. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Ramos gets under it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Now batting, first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boo. It's not always easy
the
seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. In the dirt.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, out, 3, double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. Japan out front here, 3-0. Start of the 4th. Now, Edmundo Sosa.
The second baseman, Edmundo.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Makes the grab on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time because that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Herrera takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And another ball. There's a strike. Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Grounded out his first time up.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Moniak measures 6 feet 2 inches, 195 pounds, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. Deal 2. And that one is inside ball 1.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back here in Miami, bottom of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Marte.
Fouled off left side.
Well, these guys doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. On the ground, right side. Sosa. They get the out on Marte.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah, you see these guys around him, and they know he's a stud, and they know it's just a matter of one swing that he breaks out.
Outside low, and a count even 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The left fielder, number 5, Ramos.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. Popped up. Sosa. Squeezes it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sanchez back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Way inside.
2 strikes.
Next pitch misses outside. 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first, nobody out. Ruben Tejada now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That one down the line, and foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him swinging. And here is Rhys Hines. Grounded out his first time. There's the strike. That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. But he beats it. Good hustle. And the inning continues. Here's the center fielder, Jose Ramos. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball up the middle. And the inning is over. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Julio Rodriguez. in there at the knees for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Phillips, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Staumont warming up as well. Fought off foul.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Here's the 0-2. Good eye right there.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That to right. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Diaz in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. That's outside.
There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one ripped to left, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Brian Bayo out of the game, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tyler Phillips.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. Almost got him. Two outs. Right through there for a strike.
Very good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Man at second. Struck him out looking. Game one of the National League Championship Series.
The first baseman.
And now the first baseman, number 54. Ball one, no strikes. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
2-2. That one missed. Cut out and missed. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now the third baseman.
Number 16.
You talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
0-2 is the count.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's outside. Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Edmundo Sosa. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. That one ripped, but foul. And that's outside. Now 1-2. Oh, look at the stop. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Game 1 of the NLCS. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And it's fouled away. That one inside. And now it's even 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Robert Stevenson up and throwing for Terry Francona. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Juan Soto now. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Check swing, called strike. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's back. Got all of that one. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. That one misses, and that's ball one. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And there's a foul ball. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here is Ivan Herrera.
Oh, you can't ask for a better start to this series if you're the home team. You've got the lead, your starter's still on the mound, and there's a chance he finishes this thing.
Next pitch misses way outside. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. A big swing and a miss.
A pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Guerrero under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder. Right through there for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
On the corner for a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching.
Now on the bump, Josh Staumont.
Staumont.
Laureano comes up to hit, 1 for 2.
The left fielder, Bravo.
Staumont goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs.
Now
and I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Rodriguez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. And that one fouled off. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 2-2. One down, base is empty. Hard hit, right side. Ibarra steps on the bag, 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer Diaz.
So 2 down now, and here is Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
De La Cruz stands in now and watches strike 1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
0-2 with the count.
Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And this is inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Popped up. Lyle has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Camilo Doval.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Ruben Tejada getting ready to hit.
The shortstop.
The All-Stars
Ruben
in striking
Tejada.
distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The pitch. That misses. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And a foul ball. One and two here. That's ripped. Base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Rhys Hines.
Rhys Hines digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Ball to strike. He swings and fouls one off. Tejada on at first. Nobody out. On the outside corner. Got him looking.
Now batting,
And now the center fielder, Jose Ramos. That's inside. Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
That was straight queso right there.
The 1-2. In the dirt. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on the way. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Number 54 stands in with two away as he takes a ball. The 1-0. Up the middle. They get the force, and that is that.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Robert Stevenson. So digging in, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ramirez.
Swing and a miss.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Ball, catch inside.
And that skips into dirt. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Vladdy, batting with one down, takes a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Scott Barlow appears to be getting loose. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Juan Soto. That one misses. Ball 1. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. Outside low, and it's 3-0. Ketel Marte waits on deck. And that's ball 4.
Nope. Ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at
Number
bat.
4.
Here's Ketel Marte. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's the third. Boots it. Gets off a throw. They take the force out. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Sir Anthony Dominguez. So back to the top of the order. Here's the third baseman. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. In the air, left field. Laureano settles under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Second baseman.
Edmundo. He's 2 outs away. Now the number 2 hitter, Edmundo Sosa. First pitch misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Drew Rasmussen up and throwing. Rodriguez getting loose as well. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That misses the zone, and the count 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
So they're down to their final out. Ivan Herrera, the next to hit. Breaking ball in there for a strike. A little bit low. And that is ball one. One strike away from securing game one. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. On the ground, and this should do it. Marte. And that'll do it.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long